Boys and girls, Alex here. Before I go into the spiel about this new product that I'm actually making this video about, I'd like to mention so that I'm one for using bench dogs as much as possible. I profess to be a 20mm, more the Festool MFT style tabletop. In fact, everywhere, well not everywhere, but in a lot of places around my workshop, it's based on the MFT, Festool MFT type of layout. I use the UJK Parf system to do it. Now, a lot of you will be aware of the normal standard bench dogs, which is just a collar, small one, low profile. High profile, can turn it upside down, make it low profile. It also has a 8mm thread in there, so you can then attach it underneath using knobs and naturally a fender washer to hold it down, and for whatever reason. However, at times this collar is a bit of a pain when you want height. That's why I've gone for these. These are my favourites. These are the UJK Parf dogs. They've got this little collar around it, and when you chamfer the dog hole, that collar slips down to just below surface level or level with the surface. And it has these rubber washers that when you put it in, put it out, when you tighten this knob, the rubber washers expand and they are held in like crazy. Now, another one of my favourites are these. I'll just show you what they look like. These, there's actually a bolt and a washer under there that's holding this down to the bench top. This is more, although you can use it as a dog, it is strictly a dog type of a setup. It's got a very small lip on there to stop it from going down. But the beauty of it is, I tend to use these more like a clamp. Grab a piece of timber, spin it freely, spin it down to there, and you can then, as you can see, hold it down to it. Not only that, it's the beauty of it is, where have I got anything worthwhile? The beauty of it is though, it can be adjusted quickly to a reasonable height. Now, I do have a nut on there, which means that the maximum, the lowest I can bring this down is about 12mm, or actually it's more than that, it's about 15mm. But if I didn't have that there, I could get 12mm out of it. But anyway, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to tell you about the latest acquisition. These are called a TSO. They're made by TSO in the USA. TSO, God, I can't remember the actual full name of it, but they're a TSO dog. The whole idea of these is they actually work from the top down. With these ones, you've got to get under the tabletop to hold them down, other than these. But then again, they're a high profile. Sometimes you don't want that high profile. And I've got other dogs which are very low profile as well, but then you've got to get under the table to attach them. These ones, the beauty of them are, it's got this little swing arm out there that can swing out. Now normally it's parked, and to make sure you're parked, it's parked so you can then push it down into the hole. Now once you push it down into the hole, as you twist with the Allen key, you might notice the little arm, hang on, pop out. That pops out, parks itself against the wall here, and then as you tighten this Allen key, it locks itself against the bottom of this thing. Now, as you can see, it's quite thick. You're looking at something like, that's a full travel, so you're looking at maybe, oh damned if I know, 50, 60 mil. But ideally it's designed primarily to hold two pieces of 3/4 inch or 19 mil timber together. What happens is, when you put it in, you twist this around, that little arm swings out, and once it swings out, it'll actually stop this from coming up. Bear in mind you probably have another layer of stuff there. And that's it. Now I'll show you one of the reasons why I bought this, and I'll demonstrate how great these are with this other jig I've got, or this other item I've got. Now I have this buffer that I use for polishing small bits of timber that I actually move around quite a bit. And to use it efficiently, I want it to overhang from the bench, and it's usually held on by these Rockler or Carbotech clamps, and I wanted a better way of holding on to them, because for a start, just putting these clamps on and off is a pain because it's front heavy and it keeps falling over. So it's this base here that you've got that you'll actually see me working on with the intention of getting these little dogs activated. So I'll finish off here, and the next you'll see me is cutting that piece. First I'll dismount the unit and all the little paraphernalia, and then I'll try to start doctoring that to make it compatible. Before I start destroying that buffer base, I thought I'd mention that dogs, much like clamps, I always buy in pairs or fours or whatever. However, these blasted things, I've actually got 12 of them. I was going to buy 2, then I thought no, I could use 4. And I spoke to some friends and mentioned that it'd be cheaper if we both pooled together our requirements, and because the shipping for 12 would be not much more expensive than the shipping of 2. Well, anyway, to cut a long story short, we ordered, they got delivered. When it came to pay up, they all balked on me, so I'm now lumbered with 12 of them. Not that it worries me, I'm sure I'll make use of them, but it's just a shame that that's the way it worked out. But anyway, that's why you see so many of them. I have set up and marked all the locations. I've drilled the holes, so what I will now do, oh God, this bloody hand, I will hopefully be in a position to drill the holes. One needs to be drilled there so I can actually use that, oops, won't be in there, a locator pin in there, and I should be able to use the other locator pin. Hang on, before we do that, I've set the depth control with this, drill 3 holes, that should be drilled there. Now hopefully, pardon me, this should line up with that hole in there. That should line up with that hole in there. Pardon me, is that a problem? I'll drill this hole. I'm only going to be drilling 2 holes, so I'm not going to bother about the dust extraction, but we shall see. Oops, I think I might need to crank this up a little bit more. Trying to get the hand, no, like I might have to give this full blast. Put it on to speed 1. That. Now, why isn't that going down any further? Maybe I should clean all that shit out. Ah, come on. Put that in there. That still fits, that still fits. I should put the dust extraction on, but let's crank this up a bit. Okay, that's done that. Let's see if it works. Oh God. No, we won't use that. We'll use one of these dogs here. Oh, beautiful. Okay, now let's try the other one. Oh, come on. Jesus. Bloody hump. It's really giving me grief. Now, everything being equal, hang on, I'll take this, oops. Oh, come on. Take this off. Try that hole. Now, that's got that big hole. So now, theoretically, clamp this down. That's secured there with the 3. That's secured there with that. It's not the way to do it, and I'll hold this down, and that way it'll be secured. What have we got here? That's in that hole. That's in that hole. Let's make sure we don't lose that bloody thing. And let's get the clamp. On here. All right, let's see what happens here. Whether we've done enough damage. This is all, everything the wrong way. Oh yeah, it looks like it's gone through. Right. Gone all the way through. Good stuff. Let's chamfer this. Oops, let's not chamfer it with that. Let's get the chamfer tool. Got the chamfer tool. doesn't do as nice a job on pine as it does on MDF. Oh God. Now, let's see which one this will do. Seems to go down. Okay, let's give it the acid test. That comes off. Oh God. Put that aside. Put that aside. Try and catch some of that shit so I don't have to sweep it up, but I'll have to sweep it up anyway. Let's check the camera to see if it'll do. Put this on there. Focus in on that to make sure Bob's your father's brother. Now, I can't remember what size this is. Yes, I do. It's that. Okay. Well, let's give it a try. Let's try that hole and try. Holy shit! Except that that's not the way I wanted it anyway. You're an idiot, Cara. Because it's got to go in that way. It's the whole idea of it. But, so far, the beauty of it is I have managed to line up the holes perfectly using the Parf system, and that I am happy with. Now, let's just hope this does the trick. That. Oh shit! You can do that up. And holy hell, boys and girls, that is one hell of a demo. Works. And I'll tell you what, that's just not going to move. So, to remove it, let's see, what do we have to do? That sort of didn't do much. Let's try that. Bring this down a bit more, and here you are. It's lifted out. Hey, I like. I shall now go and remount. Oh God, this bloody hand. Remount this thing that's supposed to sit on there, and I'll get back to you. God, I hope I've got enough good footage there to show you, because it's stuffed if I'm going to bloody repeat this thing again. Alright. Okay, I'm back again. I've not sure where I stand with the video. I don't know what I've pre-recorded before this or that, so if it doesn't make sense, tough. I've mounted the the polishing buffer onto that board that I hopefully showed you beforehand. Put all the accessories back on, put the cable to get it out of the way. Now, normally what I used to do is attach this to a bench. I like to have this overhang, so hang on, let's just make sure you get to see the overhang. Yep, have it overhang so that I can get to it with longer pieces. If it's there, I'm limited as to what I can get to, as you can see. But over here, I can put, you know, quite long pieces down. Now, previously what I used to do is I had two of these gizmos that I'd clamp this to a bench with. One. Pardon me, bear with me. I'm only using shit. Oh, come on. I'm using one hand. As I said, there. Got it. And then one on the other side, and that'd sort of hold it, although it could be a tad front heavy, but that's not the issue. This is just fairly light. However, having said that, it's very hard to potentially get this put on there. Oh yeah, I probably could hold it on, but I don't like the thought of that getting in the way. Alright, this is where, as I say, when I purchased these, that's where my intentions were along these lines. So, what do I do now? Let's just hope this works. Line up two holes. The beauty of this is it can be any holes. Look, I'll go this way. Grab one of these. Hang on. Make sure the little doobie is... wrong one. Let's grab... Sorry, the doobie was way up on the inside. I'd rather have this down here. So, put that in there just for the time being. The other one, same thing. Park it in the hole and let's just guide it over the hole. Now, if everything works well... Alright, I'll line it up. There you are. The other one's already started to fall down. There you are. Pops in. That one pops in as well. Now, I could actually use a drill to tighten this up with. In fact, bugger this, I might just do that, only because it's I think it's a 5mm, not sure, let's check it out. It's not that one, it's that one. So let's slap it in the drill because I am just a lazy bastard. It's in there. Let's make sure we put it onto a low torque. I don't want to break threads. Now, I'll grab this just to see how tight it is, because I said I don't think it's that tight. Oh no, it's got enough there not to worry. And there you are. That's just not going to move. Plug this in. And except with the left hand, plug it in, turn it on, and she's off like a charm. Actually, it's a good little unit. It's a slow, well, it's a variable speed grinder, and I've got buffing wheels, which I use for my 3 compounds, which is effectively triple E, white diamond and wax, which I've got written on there. There's also these other ones that you can mount other types of buffers on. As you probably guess, when I buy something, I usually try and get all the accessories. I'd rather have them and not use them than not have them and suddenly need them. As with everything, there is a downside to it. And the one thing that does detract from it is when you undo it, you can't actually pull it out like that. You can, the easiest way to, well, not the easiest way, but the main way is to get under the table and push it up. However, having said that, because I did try with the mag switch to pull it out, but being stainless and there's just not enough metal in the bolt to pull it out, so that's not going to work. However, having said that, once it's loose, you should be able to lift the whole jig up and get it out. However, having said that, if this jig is super heavy, then, you know, you might have to coax it or whatever. Oh, hang on, it's opened up there. But that's the main drawback I've found with it. Okay. While I'm still at it, I suppose I might as well show that the one good thing about this is if you follow the MFT tabletop concept, you can just about, well, not just about, you can really put it practically anywhere you like that has that same. Now Jesus, actually when you think about it, that's quicker than using bloody clamps. Look at that, and that's as solid as a rock. Love it. Actually they are. The more I think about it, the better they are. There you are. When it starts to wobble like that, you know that they're loose. Stick them out, put them down, and you can hold down anything else. So, look, I haven't extensively used them. I just like the concept. I thought again I'd make a video. Look, I could make a video after I've used these and extensively and all that, but hell, it might take me 12 months to make the video, and that's 12 months you guys won't have the privilege of using it. Alright boys and girls, this time it is goodbye. Before I wrap up, you might ask, where else would you use these dogs? Hello, did somebody ask where else would you use them? Well, here is one of my favourite little jigs. I use this to cut dowels, often for my puzzles for dowel alignment, etc. Now, to hold that down with a clamp, you can clamp it down there. However, you can see it hangs over the edge to get it under there because there's that brace there. Also, if I put the clamp on, sometimes, although this is a short one, I can't open the drawer. Don't get me wrong, you know, this is just a sudden bit of inspiration. I quickly drilled a 20-metre hole. I've got dog holes everywhere, so let's try. See how it works. Slap it in, screw it down. Oh, by the way, for all it's worth, I have chamfered the edge of that, and there you are. I've now got that rock down solid, but the beauty of it is, forget about the dowels, if I wanted to use something bigger, although that's not bigger, I don't have a clamp that is holding this down or is obstructing my work progress. There you are, look, no clamps to get in the way. Hooray! And of course, and look at that, to me, that is a quicker action than any clamp you'll use. And I found out that sometimes that thing flops down. But what you do is you screw it in clockwise, and that'll park. By screwing it in clockwise, it'll actually park that little unit there. And as I say, you know, its limit is restricted by your imagination. But the beauty of it is, as you can see, you can put this, oh, hang on, you won't see that, you might see this one though. Put this practically anywhere. Oops. Alright, now, that swings around if I had another one. But from there, that on, that's as solid as a rock, like any other clamp, but the beauty of it is it's a low profile. Now, there are other things, hang on, I'll just go and get something. I've got, where is it? These gizmos. There you have it. They do the same thing. Now you can thread a bolt in there from underneath, and that'll hold it down as well. But you've got to get in from underneath. The beauty of this is it's all from the top down. Good God, I should become a salesman for this. There you are. And it's done. Okay, now this time hopefully this is the end. Uru, keep safe.